Hello, welcome to this episode of Hypnotist Exposition. Joining us tonight is Kristin. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from.
I'm from a Lake Michigan town called
Okay.
Traverse City, Michigan.
Okay.
And
Whereabout is that?
it is the hand.
Okay.
It is the pinky of the Michigan mitten.
Oh, wow.
So
That's great. Yeah.
here's Lake Michigan, and it's about 5 hours northwest of Detroit.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Is it a farm, rural community?
There are farms. There's a lot of
Okay.
agriculture, cherries.
Okay.
We're the cherry capital of the world.
Oh, really?
Yes. And there is a lot of outdoor water activities.
Oh, really?
Like sailing, we're on the lake.
Nice, yeah,
So
that's
obviously
nice.
there's a lot of vacationers in the summer.
Nice. Yeah. I love the non-salt water, the clear water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh water. Yeah.
Fresh water. Yeah, that's the right word.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's a lot less corrosive. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Yep. So I grew up there and I've moved around a lot. I moved
Okay,
to San Francisco. I've lived in New York City.
okay,
And now I'm here in the Boston area.
okay. So you were in New York,
I was for just over 2 years.
and then you moved to Boston.
I did.
Yay!
I did.
Are you a Yankees fan? You're not a Yankees fan.
I'm not, but I went 2
Okay.
weeks ago.
Okay,
I went to a game with my friend when I visited a couple of weekends
that's
ago.
that's fine. You know, they are not as evolved as a Boston sports fan. Are you a Patriot fan?
I haven't really watched much football in general.
Okay, Red Sox.
I like the Red Sox.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
You're getting acclimated to Boston. Yeah.
I am. I bought 3 hats when I moved here. Of course, I
nice.
needed the fitted hat.
Okay,
I got the one with just the B. I got one with the socks.
okay.
And then I have a Jimmy Fund one.
Oh, nice,
do.
nice.
Yeah.
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 You're getting your Boston fix, yeah.
I'm getting my Boston fix.
Yeah. So what makes you move to Boston of all the places in the world?
My story?
Yeah, tell us.
My story was, I believe, a little messenger sent Boston signs to me.
Okay.
And that messenger being my grandpa,
Okay.
which is kind of a silly story, but Boston just kept coming up over and over. And I came to Boston once when I lived in New York in 2015, and that was actually the weekend of one of the huge storms.
Okay.
that
Summer storm
we
or
had.
winter storm?
Winter storm.
Okay.
2015 when the snow was up to
Okay, yeah. I
you
remember
know, the
that,
top
yeah.
of buildings. So I
Yeah.
came that weekend and I liked it.
Okay.
And I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think, oh, that's, the first sign, the next sign, next sign. Then the sign was pretty clear when I spent some time in Mississippi and I met someone with a name very similar to my grandpa's,
Okay.
who was a mailman like my grandfather.
Okay.
And he liked baseball. I'm a big baseball
Okay,
fan.
great.
And I thought, Boston's a good idea because I was in a transition period of my life.
Okay.
So I've had a lot of those transition periods in my time, and
Okay.
I'm really tired of it. I'd really like just kind of to smooth, because I have a lot of...
Is there another time when you move where all these signs are clear to you, or was
No.
this the first time?
This was the first time.
Okay.
I think it has to do with my consciousness and just being more aware and open to
What
things.
do you think your grandfather is trying to tell you? Was trying to tell you?
Oh, gosh. I think, well, one sign that is very apparent is I live on the Mystic River,
Okay.
and over the river and through the woods was written in Medford near my house.
Right.
And it's really neat because I used to sing over the river and through the woods when I'd
Okay.
walk next door to my grandparents' house.
Oh, wow.
And we lived on a river in
Okay.
Traverse City. So I grew up next door to my grandparents, and I think that he thought this would be a good city because it's a nice balance between my hometown
Okay.
and New York, where there's
Okay.
enough culture and enough city life where I can, work and feel fulfilled, but also a lot of nature. So
Okay.
every morning I go down to the Mystic with my coffee and my notebook,
Nice,
and I
nice.
write.
So when you come to Boston, how do you see your life have changed from New York?
Wow, so much. I really purged a lot in my life when I came to Boston.
Okay.
Physical objects as
Okay.
well as old thought patterns, negative
Give us some
people.
examples.
Some examples.
Let's start with the things that you have purged.
Gosh, so when I packed up to leave New York, it was
Okay.
a chaos.
Oh, really?
Oh boy, and I was a fashion blogger in New York, so
Do you have a lot of items?
I did have a lot of
belongings? Yeah.
items. And I moved here with 3 bags.
Oh, wow.
I had 2 big pieces of luggage, another big piece of luggage, and I just had my basics. I had tons of little black dresses,
Okay.
tons meaning maybe 6.
Oh, wow.
And my essentials. So I'm really big into quality over quantity.
Okay.
Got rid of all the extra stuff, picked what I like, kind of created a capsule wardrobe, and I started writing about it when I moved here. And I started a blog called Mindful in Style. And so I merged my mindfulness practice and my spirituality
Okay.
with my old life of a fashion blogger
Okay.
and a fashion marketer in New York.
Have you always been mindful and spiritual, or was this part of your new evolution?
I was always a bit spiritual,
Okay.
but I was more self-centered. I didn't
Okay.
notice those, little signs around me.
Was there a point where you realized that you want to explore more of your spirituality and your mindfulness-based lifestyle?
Yes, it started the beginning of 2016.
Okay.
And a friend, actually maybe 2015, it started a bit when I met an artist in New York. And
Okay.
his name was Mike.
Okay.
And
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike Falcon. He's great. Anyway, he has, graffiti and art
Okay.
outside of his apartment. And he has notes, and things written all over his walls of his apartment. And he works and he does his art in that studio. And a lot of it is geared toward money and positive affirmations and success. And I'm young, I am beautiful, I am abundant,
Okay.
I'm health.
Right.
And I thought, what is this crazy guy doing? This crazy artist. And,
Okay.
and it was probably some of the most valuable advice I received in 2015
Right.
that I wasn't ready to hear. I didn't take it until the following year
Okay.
when...
So you didn't you didn't open up to that flow back then?
I didn't open up to the flow.
Okay.
And...
So tell us more about the evolution. Keep going with the story.
Yeah, so 2015 was a really rough year where I was
Okay.
trying to find my footing and figure out where I fit in that big city because there's so much, there's so many options, there's so
Okay.
many opportunities that I was like an atom, where I was all over the place, but I wasn't focused on anything.
Right.
Just kind of buzzing around. And so I needed to slow down. And it started when I was doing photography, and I deleted my fashion blog on accident
Oh no.
the last day of 2015.
Could you recover it?
No. So I
Did you
tried
want to?
I tried to log into my Tumblr account. It was just on Tumblr. I didn't want to because I was
Okay.
trying to shed that image of myself. I was
Okay.
trying to kind of get into something a little bit more substantial because I was in the fashion blogging community in New York and I saw how superficial it was.
Right.
And I met a lot of the people and it wasn't authentic. And I thought, why would someone want to purchase an item or look at that person and say, I want to be like that when their lifestyle is just, a
Right.
curated photo that, they were paid to post. And that's
Okay.
not really something I wanted to be a part of anymore. Because my blog started with thrift store items
Okay.
and me mixing high and low. I'd get
Okay.
a shirt from Target, but I'd have, a nice bag or something like that.
And do you feel that accidentally deleted that blog have enabled you on a more spiritual path?
Yes. I think that because I thought about it and I wrote something on my Facebook account that a friend of mine's son read. And it was funny because I said, well, I was at first shocked and upset. And then I realized, wow, I've been wanting to move out of this space for a while now. And I
Okay.
think that whether it was, I don't know how I did it. I don't know what happened. Maybe I was drinking too much. I think that might be the case. I don't know.
That's the solution to all the life's problems.
Yeah, and I do not drink alcohol anymore.
Okay.
So that's another part of my shift
Okay.
of consciousness where I've been sober and
Saves a lot of money too.
it does save a lot of money. I don't wake up and wonder
Right.
where did that money go? I had, 100 in my bag and now I have a couple of fives.
What do I do with it?
Totally.
Yeah.
So it was an interesting shift. So I think that's when it really
Okay.
started. When that went away and I realized, wow, that happened for a reason.
Okay.
And Adrian, my friend Ronnie's son, said, wow, I'm really impressed by Kristin's perspective on that because she could have, that was really a big part of her life.
Right.
And that was really cool. He's a 22-year-old guy, thought that
Okay.
was cool. And that kind of made me think, wow, okay. And then I started writing for another friend's website
Okay.
called Kind to Kind.
Okay.
And she writes about kindness and that it's not a weakness to be a good person and kind of spread good acts. And so
Right.
I started writing some messages. There are some people I'm inspired by, such as David Foster Wallace.
Okay.
In his speech, "This is Water." And it's all about awareness and choosing the way you want to think. You know, you're standing in a line at a grocery store and someone's talking on their phone and you're hungry and everyone's an annoyance, but you can change that default setting to, you know, use those moments as meaningful moments, or use those moments of, you know, annoyance as lessons,
Okay.
I suppose, to be a more compassionate person. So a lot of components have come into this shift
Okay.
in my life.
And so, and that leads us to the subject of tonight, right? What would you like to work on with hypnosis?
So since I've been through so many changes in my life and have rebuilt myself, I think despite the things I've accomplished, I still have a really hard time with being confident in my creations.
Okay.
And as a creative person and a writer, oftentimes you're called flaky, or people don't expect a lot from you. And that was just from some work experiences I've had.
Okay.
Where I've worked with people who have put me in a box or a stereotype, and it's kind of it's very much affected my self-esteem, where I wonder and I second guess myself. And even when I write some of my posts, I wonder, should I press, you know, publish, or will people not like it? And I'm worried too much about what people think. And I don't focus on the message sometimes. I'm focused on the outcome. And to me, it's more important to reach one person and help them, you know, than...
Do you think that is based on evidence that people may or may not like your post?
What do you mean?
Is there something in the past that had shown you or told you that? I mean, like, if so, you talk about when you click publish, some people may not like it, and that's what holding you back. Is that based on evidence? That's what I'm asking.
It is, because I've had criticism from people, and it's not necessarily readers that come to my blog, but it's people I know, or thinking about being bullied in school or made fun of for being artistic when I was younger. Because believe it or not, I was really shy growing up. I was really shy, introvert, and I was artistic. And so...
Does that often come up when does those thoughts come to you when you were writing or when you were trying to push yourself out?
Yes.
Does this occur as like the way you feel, or is it like a inner dialogue that prevents you from, or like a dialogue that you have with yourself, with like words and
definitely it's
reply?
Yes, it's a dialogue with myself and some negative self-talk and negative messages, and so messages in my head.
Okay. And
even though, like I mentioned, the big purge of 2016, when I started shedding layers, I still have those layers to shed, and I have things to work on when it comes to self-confidence and not worrying about the feedback I receive, to just stand in my truth and continue and feel confident as a woman.
Okay.
And not feel I have to be aggressive with male colleagues, or, you know,
what do you mean by needing to be aggressive?
Defensive when I'm either
you know those are two very different words, right?
I do.
Okay. Were they actually opposite, defensive and aggressive?
I'm both. I can be both. I can be defensive when someone makes a comment about my work, or I feel I'm talked down to by some, you know, men. For example, in an old job that I had. But
we're not mentioning what job that is.
We're not. We're
not going there.
We're not.
No, we can talk about without mentioning the corporation, right?
Sure. Well, for example, this person was sending me texts and being flirty on the weekends and at night. Meanwhile, belittling me in the office and not allowing me to do the creative freedom. Like, you know, I know how to tweet. But he was trying to make me look like he knew everything. And it's just that male-female power struggle, I think, a little bit. Because
if your boss were to be female, now obviously without the flirting, well, maybe the flirting, but if your boss were to be female and give you the same kind of criticism, do you feel the same way um, about being defensive or aggressive?
Um,
Because there are female bosses
I'm a
that,
little aggressive.
okay,
I'm a little aggressive. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Because I had a female boss in New York who was a jewelry designer.
okay,
I consulted for her, but she was my boss. And
okay,
so we are still good friends, but I
okay.
can't work with her because we're both more of an alpha, strong-willed type.
Give me example of aggressive then, and
Maybe I'm
what you
not
mean by
maybe I'm
aggressive.
not aggressive. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know.
Well, we're still trying to I guess like help you bring out the word aggressive because you use that word a lot, but we're just trying
Right.
to like pin it
Well,
down to. Was there like an occasion? Can you describe a example of you being aggressive?
I had a situation, this isn't work related, but I had a situation at a lunch in Cambridge
Okay,
about a little over a year ago with somebody who was trying to talk over the group.
okay,
And I got loud and I got angry and I got heated and I lashed out at him, and that's aggressive.
okay,
Instead of just having an exchange. I
okay.
can get heated.
Do you remember what prompts the in your word aggressiveness? I guess.
What prompted it?
Yeah.
So many things. Well, this guy and I had some
Okay.
spats before, and he's a lecturer at one of the schools here, and he thinks he knows everything, and he was trying to say that female tennis players would never beat a male tennis player.
Okay.
And then he was saying that men and women can't be friends. Then he's saying women can't be friends with women. And he's saying all these outlandish things. And I'm sitting next to my female friend, and I was kind of calling him out on things. And
Oh
so
yeah.
I can't just let things like that go.
Okay.
When I could have just eaten my lunch and let him go off on his soapbox.
Do you feel that it is precisely him, or it is like a compilation of things in the past that him being there was like a tipping point for?
It was totally the tipping point for
Okay.
sure. And it's not uncommon because amongst the group
Right.
he does, I mean, he annoyed everybody.
Okay.
However, just from my past, from relationships, maybe childhood trauma, or messages I've heard, as a young girl from men about how they speak of women, it's made me less confident as being female. Thinking, am I an object, or does this person like me for me? Or I'm a little bit more aggressive or defensive. Defensive, I guess.
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out the difference between my actions and when I'm aggressive and when I'm defensive.
And when you were go back to a few minutes ago when you said you were going to click publish, and then there's like an inner dialogue of, I guess, using your word like feeling unconfident. Do you feel the people in your head that is putting you down, is it a male voice or was it a female voice? Does it matter?
It doesn't have a male or female.
Or does it come to you from male figure in the past?
Yes.
Or okay. So is the gender conflict that is more pronounced to you?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And how else do you think this particular, can we use the word blockage?
Blockage, yes, absolutely.
Influence. I guess we're talking about your creativity and your new line of work, right?
Right.
So how does this like this gender conflict blockage influencing you today in your professional life?
How is it today affecting me? Well, that's hard to answer because right now I'm painting. I'm working
Okay.
on painting in a brand, and I'm writing and I'm making
Okay.
videos. So I don't really know how the blockage is affecting me necessarily today, but I look at what other people do and how they live their lives, and I almost feel, I don't know, like I just have a low self-esteem in terms of success.
Okay.
And I look at everyone else who's been at a certain job for an X amount of years, or they wrote a book, or they've done this, or they've done that, and I think, why not me? And so I think it prevents me from moving forward sometimes, because I think, why? But I've been
Okay.
trying to take steps every day, but sometimes I think it seems impossible.
What would be an example of when you try to move forward, but for some reason you are unable to do so? You see what we're doing? We're just trying to pin some of your feelings into reality.
Right.
We can work with benchmark and reality, and as you improve yourself, you can like look at all these benchmark and see how you're progressing forward, rather than just a big ball of self-criticism and
Right.
emotions and feelings.
Yeah. An example would be, I'll post something and then I'll delete it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of counterproductive. So I'll post something and then no one likes it on Instagram, or someone specific sees it and then I take it down, or
Do
I
you
don't know.
often take down your posts?
More than I should, yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Do you think that is a hindrance?
Well, I'm
Or
very
would you rather have them out?
I'm very impulsive, so I'll just say something, and then I think, why did I say that? So sometimes I don't think about my message, so I want to get more grounded as well.
Do you feel that you were more confident when you don't think about your message?
Yes.
Would that be something that you aspire to, or not, I guess? You said you want more confidence, and you say you wanted to just create without criticism. So when you
Self-criticism?
when you said when you click publish,
Mm-hmm.
you stop yourself from doing so. I guess I'm
Well, I don't necessarily really. I second guess myself. I don't necessarily
Okay,
stop
sorry.
myself.
Okay, so do you think that you would like to not self-critic? Sorry, what was second guess yourself?
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to use your word. And at the same time, I guess like so did you? So I feel there's like a contradiction here. First, you feel second guessing yourself is bad, but also once you don't second guess yourself and you publish something, you take it back. Or
Well, there's different mediums though. I mean,
Okay.
I'm talking about Facebook when it's friends
Okay.
and family, and then there's my blog where I really don't care.
Okay.
That's what I mean. But there needs to be, I'm not in alignment.
Okay.
See, that's the difference. So if I were just to speak my truth every single day on every single area of my
Okay.
life, from professional to friendships to people that don't know me,
Okay.
I need to just be confident in my message, I think.
Tell me what you mean by the word alignment. What does it mean to you?
Oh gosh, it means so many things. Alignment. Woof. So, aligning with my truth, aligning with people that are, I think, values and purpose. I think that's a huge part. So, if I'm saying that I'm a spiritual person and that I like being conscious and I like being aware of my surroundings, but then I go out and get blackout drunk, that's not being in alignment.
Okay.
That's not, aligning with my values and my purpose. That's a contradiction. And I've been contradicting myself a little bit until last week when I started writing more truthful things that I might only tell
Okay.
someone I know. And because I used to be afraid that if a boss saw it, or if someone I know saw it, they would judge me for it. And even if they do judge me for it, that's fine today, because I feel confident in the empowerment or the inspiration I'm trying to share.
Okay. So if everything works out today, if I have a magic wand and it will be like bling, and then by
Right.
9 o'clock everything will be perfect, could you describe the difference between the new you and the old you? Or how do you see yourself improved or changed?
The new me would speak with more heart
Okay.
and be confident about it.
Okay.
And she would be abundant
Okay.
in peace, I suppose. In peace, in monetary and friendships and love. Love is the number one, not romantic love, but just love, self-love,
Okay.
spreading love, and being able to share and give light. Because even walking down the street sometime, if someone does something, you know, that bothers me, or if someone shoves you out of the way, to act, you know, not with aggression or being defensive, but act with more love and compassion.
Could you give me an example of how that would change? Like something you did in the past, and then like a new you, how you would handle that differently.
Sure. So, all right. I was walking down the street and I was looking at my phone, and someone like shoved me
Okay.
and made a rude comment to me.
Okay.
And so me, you know, this goes with confidence too. I knew, I mean, I would think, oh gosh, I'm terrible, or I shouldn't have done that, and I don't like the word should, but I would have taken it personal, right? You know, instead of just, okay, that girl needed to get to work. It was a
Right.
bad day.
Right.
You know, so I think the new me would take things with a grain of salt and kind of be more of the twig in the river,
Right.
going down the stream, not like trying to control everything and worried about the outcome.
Right.
Just have more faith and confidence that
Okay. And how would that new confidence affect your life?
it would affect it with my relationships. It would make an impact on my financial situation.
Mm-hmm.
It would make an impact on my stability.
Okay.
And, you know, like I said earlier, my life has not been stable, you know, where I have a home base and I have a home, you know, like a group of friends and job and, you know, my employment, not being employed by someone else, but
Okay.
being able to build on my own.
Great. Well, we have to take a break right now. We'll be back in like 3 minutes, and we'll do the hypnosis part then. Okay, see you soon. All right, welcome back to this episode of a Hypnotist Experience Exposition. We are back with Kristin. And so tell us again, if everything works out today, I'm the best therapist in the world, and we all know that as a fact. And what would your life be different?
I will be more peaceful and confident
Okay.
and successful in my writing
Okay.
and in the brand that I'm working on.
Okay. And describe now we used the word blockage before. Could you describe how your life will be different once all the blockages have been cleared?
Yes, I will have more work.
Okay.
I will
have more work or have more money?
Have more money, but I will also have more work because my writing is great, but I want to collaborate with other, you know, organizations and people, brands.
And how would you describe your life once you're in alignment compared to yesterday?
I will be free. I will feel free from the voices in my head.
Okay.
I will be able to pick up and take a flight and go visit someone or go to the beach and sit with my laptop.
Okay.
And I'll have more freedom.
Okay.
Is the goal.
Okay. I want you to uncross your legs, please.
Okay.
And just maybe hang your back of the heel onto the rest of
like that.
Yes, that's good.
Okay.
Now, we're just going to do a little test here. I want you to hold up your hands like this. And can I touch you?
Yes.
I want this thumb to be facing the ceiling. Just turn it this way.
Oh.
Then this one just lay flat.
Okay.
I want you to just find a spot on the ceiling and just focus on that spot right now.
On the ceiling?
Yes. Okay, I'm just going to count backwards from 3 to 1. When I reach 1, I would just want you to gently close your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Just close your eyes. Good. Now I want you to imagine one of your hand is getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And the other hand is getting lighter and lighter and lighter. As if there's a dozen of helium balloon tied to your thumb right here. And you can just feel that arm gently lifting up into the air. Lighter and lighter and lighter. And you can feel the other hand getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And it's as if there's a book right on the back of your palm right there. Weighing it down, getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And you can just feel the other hand getting lighter and lighter and lighter, as if the helium balloon is lifting that arm further and further up into the air. That's right. And just feel the lighter arm getting lighter and lighter and lighter, floating further and further and further up. You can feel the heavier hand getting heavier and heavier and heavier. That's right. And just feel the lighter hand getting lighter and lighter and lighter, as if the helium balloon is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and getting more and more powerful, floating your lighter hand further and further up into the air, and your heavier hand getting heavier and heavier and heavier. That's right. Now I want you to open your eyes and see the difference between your hands.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Do you feel one of your hand getting lighter, and do you feel one of your hand getting heavier?
I did, but I didn't feel it move at all.
Okay.
I felt it, like I felt
Okay.
pressure,
Okay.
but I didn't. No.
Okay.
So,
That's fine. Now I want you to hold up your hands like this again, and with your palm facing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want you to imagine that there's a magnet between two of your hands, and it's a opposite side magnet.
Oh.
They're attracting each other. I just want you to imagine this magnet is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And you can feel both of your hands getting closer and closer and closer together. That's right. I just want you to just stare right in front of the television right there. And just use your imagination and just feel both of your palms getting closer and closer to each other. Just feel the magnetic pull pulling closer and closer and closer. That's right. Oh, you're checking yourself on the television.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Okay. Just imagine the magnet getting stronger and stronger and stronger. At some point, you can just feel the palm touching each other. That's okay. Just allow yourself to experience this force between your hands, getting tighter and closer and closer and closer and closer. That's right. That's right. You can just feel your hands moving automatically now.
Mm-hmm.
Getting closer and closer and closer. As you get closer and closer, you can just feel this force getting stronger and stronger and stronger. That's right. That's right. You can just let go of your thoughts. Let go of all the resistance. At some point, a part of your mind is telling you that this may or may not be happening. Just let that part of your mind go and just feel the force. Allow yourself to just feel the force that is pulling your hand together. That's right. Just go with that feeling and let go of the resistance. That's right. That's right. As you let go of more and more the resistance, you can feel the blockages that is clearing out. As you feel the resistance, you're also feeling the blockage, right? Whatever that is not flowing through you is the same feeling of resistance. As you let go of that blockage, as you open up that blockage, you can just allow yourself to feel this magnetic force. Just allow yourself to feel and just go with that feeling. That's right. That's right. That's right. Just feel this force pulling your hand closer and closer and closer together. And soon you can even feel your finger touching each other. That's right. That's right. As it does, you can just allow yourself maybe feel how it feels. You just let the energy flow through you without any resistance.
Oh.
That's right. You're feeling it, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And it's different from when you were resisting from before.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You have to allow yourself to let go. Anybody can resist that, you know. Anybody could say no to the force. Anybody could say no to this feeling. But as you allow yourself to feel it, you can also feel the blockages opening up, can't you? That's right. Just go with the feeling. Just let the magnets getting stronger and stronger and stronger. This is a natural way to feel. It's a natural way to go with the flow. Can I touch you? Just let it happen. Let it press together closer and closer and closer. I want you to just push your arm as far out as possible. Push it out as far as possible. Push it out as far as possible. I want you to feel that your joint is locked. Locked, locked. Lock your joint. Lock your joint on the shoulder. And just feel your arm stiffer and stiffer and stiffer. Stiff like a bar of steel, like a bar of steel, like a bar of steel. That's it. Look up here. Just close your eyes. And just let your arms relax. That's right. That's right. Now, just completely let go, okay? There you go. There you go. You can feel that relaxation, can't you? Just let yourself go. There you go. There you go. Good. And just feel this energy flows through you from the top of your head all the way down, opening up all the chakras in your body, and just feel this energy flowing both ways, from your feet, through the center of your body, and through the top of your head. Can I touch the spot on the top of your head? Right here. From the bottom of your feet, where you're resting on the seat, and just feel that point, and just feel this flow of bright light going up to the center of your body and onto the top of your head. That's right. And just feel another current of white light flowing from the top of your head, right here, all the way through the back of your neck, down your spine, and through to the bottom of your toes. And how much of this flow go through your mind and body is up to you. But just take these moments that we are together and allow yourself to have the maximum effect of this flow. Whatever that is holding you back, you can open that up right now. That's right. And every twitch and every tingly feeling that you feel is a part of the nerves relaxing. And you can just feel all the energy that you have been holding back. All the knots that you have tied up. Maybe for your own self-doubting. Or it could be something that you feel could have done onto you. But whatever that knot or whatever that is holding you back, this is a chance for you to let go. And just you feel this light flowing from the top of your head down to your toes, from your toes all the way up to your head. As you open up the blockage, as you allow this light to flow through you without any resistance, without any doubt, you can just feel these white lights enveloping you more and more and more. You can just feel this white light continues to flow, enveloping your skin, and wherever it touches, it just heals all the wounds. Whenever it touches, it just washes away all the tension. That's right. Good. It feels good, doesn't it? Good. Now with your eyes closed, I want you to imagine yourself on a calm, quiet beach. It may have been a beach that you visited before, or somewhere you wanted to go. Or it could be just a fantasy beach where you just made up all the sands and the houses and the water, and even the color. It could be blue, it could be turquoise, it could be green. But whatever that is in your mind's eye, that's right. You can just feel yourself fully immersed in this beautiful scenery with all the warm ray of the sun. to the moist, cool water underneath your feet. You can even feel your feet in the warm, cool sand. And you can feel every grain of your sand under your feet. That's right. And just let yourself go. And just let yourself fully immerse in this beautiful scenery. Let go of all resistance. Let go of anything that may be blocking you. You don't have to consciously know what it is that you're resisting. You don't have to consciously know what is blocking you. It may be taken in the form of an energy. There's no good or bad energy, it is just an energy. And whatever that is blocking you or causing you to resist, you can let it go right now. That's right. It feels good to let go, doesn't it? It just feels good to let go of all that is holding you back. That's right. Good. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I reach number 3, you're going to open your eyes, you'll feel great. But whenever you hear my voice, and only my voice say sleep now, you'll find your eyelids getting very heavy. You'll find yourself letting go of all resistance. You'll find yourself going back into hypnosis 10 times as deep from before, feeling 10 times as comfortable, 10 times as relaxed, 10 times as light, and as we immerse in this beautiful beach. Whenever you hear my voice, and only my voice says sleep now, you find yourself closing your eyes and relaxing 10 times as deep, 10 times as comfortable. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, feeling great. So did you drive here or did you take the train?
I took the train.
Okay, look up here. Sleep now. Good. Just let yourself go. And just let yourself sink 10 times as deep. Allow yourself to sink through the chair, as if you're sinking all the way down to the floor. With each number I count, you sink deeper and deeper and deeper down. 5, 4, 3. With each number I count, you find yourself sinking all the way through the floor. 2, 1, and sleep. That's right. Just let go now. Let go of all that is holding you back. Just let your mind flow. Let your body flow. That's right. That's right. That's right. It feels good, doesn't it? Just let go of all the tension that you're holding back. Without any blockages and without any resistance, just let it all go. And just remember that white light continually flowing from the top of your head down to your toes. Now you can just feel this white light enveloping your entire body. Whichever way the current flows, you can just go with the flow, can't you? Good. And if the white light was to flow through to your fingertips all the way out, that is fine. And if that white light were to enter from the back of your body, or the front of your body, or through your eyes and your forehead, whichever way it flows, you can just allow it to flow where it flows. As it does, it washes away all the negativity that has been holding you back. Whether it is something that people said in the past, or something that you think people have said to you in the past, or something that you wish people have said to you, but you're still hoping that they say that to you. Whatever that is holding you back, you can just let that go right now. And just feel the resistance to your success just melting away. As if you're just letting go a ton of brick that is holding you back. As if you have a backpack full of bricks and you've been carrying that around. And right now, you can just gently lay down that ton of bricks and just feel how light your shoulder feels. Can't you feel that? And just feel as if there's a whole group of helium balloons is holding your shoulder, lifting you up. And just feel like your whole back and your fingers and your back of your brain, the mind, is being lifted up by a ton of helium balloon. Doesn't that feel great? As if your entire body and your mind is feeling lighter and lighter and lighter. That is because you are letting go of all the weight that is holding you back. Good. And from now on, I want you to see yourself as this new person, this new Kristin, who is full of life and full of energy. I want you to imagine yourself as this new you. Imagine yourself being more confident. And take a moment right now and just imagine how you look differently. Your posture is different. Your body language is different. You may even dress differently. The way you see the world is different. The way you breathe is different. And this is this new you. Nothing could hold you back now. There's no resistance, and all the blockages are gone. Just like a minute ago when you allowed this free flow of energy that is flowing from the bottom to the top and top to the bottom. This free flow of energy is flowing from in front of you and the back of you. You can just allow yourself to see this new you. And take a moment right now and just allow yourself to merge with this new you right now. Whatever that is visual, whatever that person is in front of you right now, just feel yourself walking into her skin. Feel that energy. Feel that confidence. Feel this new you. Maybe you breathe differently. Maybe you talk differently. Maybe with each step you take, you feel more confident. With each breath that you take, you feel more assured. With each word that you type, you feel more assured. And you can allow yourself to continue to feel this feeling long after this session is over. You will continue to have this white light flowing through you long after this session is over. And whenever you feel that, at a point where you feel that you are running low of energy, just close your eyes and just allow this feeling, just allow this energy to flow through you. Just allow yourself to imagine yourself as this new, confident you, where nothing could hold you back. There's no more resistance. That's right. And now I want you to feel yourself fully aligned with the source energy. This is a word that you use, and this is a word that you're very comfortable with. Just imagine yourself as this new you, fully aligned with the universal energy. That's right. And whatever chakra that has been blocked from before, you can feel that opening up right now. That's right. Just feel all the nodes and nerves in your body fully aligned with this source energy. That every circumstances that you meet are the one that is destined for you. And everyone you meet, everything that you do, and all the conditions that comes to you, you open and accept it, because you are confident that you're fully aligned with the source energy. That's right. Now I want you to just feel yourself reconnecting with all the powerful energy in the world right now. All the life forces. That's right. And just feel your feet in the ocean. And just allow all the life forces in the ocean just flows through from your toes. And just have all the life forces, the tidal waves, the whales, the fishes, and every living being in the ocean, and all the life energy just flows through your body right now. And all the energy of the forest, every living tree, all the birds in the sky, and just feel the energy just flows through you right now. And wherever it touches your mind and your unconscious mind, it will just flows away everything that is negative and replace it with the life energy of the universe. And just feel your mind and your body expanding, expanding and expanding until it envelops the entire planet. All the ice and all the heat and all the grain of sand in the beaches. And just feel your mind and body expanding far beyond this planet right now and into the universe and reconnecting with all the planets and the moon and the sun. Just feel yourself merging as just one full energy. That's right. Just allow yourself to flee for free flow and expand your mind and your body through to the entire universe. That's right. Good. And you can always tap back into this energy because this energy is always inside you. That's right. And you can carry this energy and continue to allow this energy to flow through you, this new expanded you. It continues to flow forever and ever and ever. And I'm slowly going to count from 1 to 10. When I reach number 10, you can come back to this room. You feel great. You feel rested. You just feel like you just slept the last 12 hours. It's the best sleep you ever had. When you come back to this room, you feel recharged, confident, assured, full of life, and full of energy. 1, 2, reconnecting with all the energy, organic or machine, in the world. 3, 4, feel yourself grounded in Boston, in wherever you live, and all the cities that you have lived. Just feel yourself connecting to all the positive energy that's flowing through you from your past and from the future. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whenever you're ready, take a deep breath. And 10. How does it feel?
I feel light.
That's great. This is all the time we have. Thank you for coming. This is Hypnotist Bernie. Join us next week on CCTV Channel 9, Cambridge.